Welcome back. Now joining us this morning is Mike Wilson, one of Jacksonville's haunted history tour guides. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Emily.
So you're dressed to the nines this morning. Tell us why.
I'm dressed in what a Victorian gentleman may wear in the late 1890s and early 1900s.
And so tell me about the Jacksonville historic haunting tours then.
Our haunted history tours are family friendly. They're not your typical haunt. We don't have jump scares and fancy lights. Nothing scary for anyone. Children are invited, and it's a lot of fun. We stand in front of a place, talk about the history of the building, and then some of the paranormal that may be going on there.
Ooh, I like the paranormal part of that, but Jacksonville actually has a lot of history you were telling me about. Tell me a bit about that.
Jacksonville was one of the first major towns in Southern Oregon. They found gold there in the early 1850s, advertised that gold was here, and brought people from all around right to Jacksonville and made us Southern Oregon what it is today.
And so specifically, you're a guide on the courthouse tour, so tell us what that tour entails.
All the tours start at the depot, the old train depot. It's the visitor center today. So the courthouse tour covers brothels, hangings, and murder, stuff like that. And we stop at certain places and talk about things. We also offer the Britt Hill tour. There's two tours. The Britt Hill tour covers murder, saloons, Chinatown, arson, all these different things.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Kind of a grim history for Jacksonville, but why is it important that people remember that?
It's history. We cover history. We don't try and wash over things. The stories we tell are stories that are given to us by people who've experienced these things. So it's all passed down. It's learning history as we go.
Yeah, and as people part of the community, it's so important to know what your roots are so you can move forward, truly.
Yeah.
So you're also a paranormal researcher that I've heard. We were talking about the paranormal earlier, so tell us a little bit about that as well.
I've got a small group of people I run around with. We call ourselves Southern Oregon Searchers. We're on Facebook. We like to get in and prove paranormal. That's our goal, is to not too much scare people away or do something scary. We're trying to prove that the ghosts are out there.
Yeah, and how much of that is sourced by what you do with the Jacksonville Haunted Tours?
Oh, it's all connected, but definitely.
It's all connected. Tell me a bit about that.
I started doing the tours last year. That's my second year doing the tours, and I got involved because of my love of paranormal. I've been on the tours myself many times and got asked to help out several years ago, and finally pulled the trigger last year and jumped in, and I love it. I love what I'm doing. And
for people that might be a bit scared of the paranormal but want to know more, what would you tell them about these Jacksonville tours, also about just the paranormal activity kind of maybe looming around the area?
Sure. So in our tours, we don't enter any homes, any buildings. We're standing on the sidewalks or in front of a place. Like I said, there's no scares, no jumps. You may see something. I've had someone take a photo on one of my tours last October and took a picture of an orb above one of our buildings, above the jailhouse.
Oh, wow.
Fortunately, she didn't share that with me, but I saw the picture. So things happen. People do see some stuff in windows and things, and they've brought it to my attention a couple times.
So if someone wants to get involved with these tours, what would you suggest that they do?
To get involved with the tours, first jump on one of the tours. Come check us out. And then go to our website, historicjacksonville.org. There's a email address at the bottom of that page that you can get a hold of us and express your interest, and we can see where we can place you. We have various things that we do throughout the year.
Absolutely. And Mike, we sadly do have to say goodbye to you this morning, but is there anything else you'd like to mention to us?
Thanks so much for having me out. I really appreciate it.
We're so happy to have you. And just as we said earlier, Historic Jacksonville presents haunted history tours on select dates now through October. Now, private tours are also available for groups of 10 to 15. For public tours, the cost is $10 per person and space is limited. For more information and to reserve your spot today, visit historicjacksonville.org. Well, Mike, thank you so much again for joining us this morning and telling us a little bit about the history of Jacksonville. I love to hear it.
Thank you. I love history.
Of course. We'll be right back.